Hey guys, what's up? I'm Prithviraj. Welcome back to another video on morning walk into the farm. Right now, I'm standing here at the riverside, and you can see that the river is now dried out, and I'm standing exactly where I started the series of morning walk into the farm. I think it's been over a year since I started this series, and from the morning walk series, I switched to introduction to my farm, various crop and growths, and today I decided to uh, revive my series of morning walk into the farm. So I will start to walk from the riverside towards my farm. Let's get started. I think I'm wearing the same shirt which I had. This shirt had same pattern which I had in my first morning walk video, and this is the road which leads to my village, and right there you can see it goes. It's a little jungle type, but this is how roads to farm in small villages in India and Maharashtra are. So this is the road that leads to towards my farm, and I'm going towards my farm. And this is my cousin's farm. When I introduced his farm in my morning walk video, he had the same crop. It's a jowar crop, or you can say great millet, or a sorghum bicolor. It's scientific name. So this is a Rabi season. So it starts mostly from uh, when the monsoon ends in Maharashtra, like after in October, November month, we start to uh, sow seeds of this crop. So this is also my cousin's farm, and I'm heading towards my farm. The crop is now in flowering, has completed, and now you can see it had started to produce the yield, which is jowar seeds, and hopefully it will be ready within next 1 month. Okay. uh, Maybe if you are new to my videos, then if you haven't checked my previous videos where there was a massive flood in my area, that time, right now, where I'm standing, all this area was underwater. Yes, you heard it right. It was like uh, 20 feet of water in the area, and all the crops which were in this farm and this farm, they were completely destroyed by the flood. It was a massive natural disaster which happened like uh, once every 8 years. So I have made a video on that part where you could see various angles of the disaster. I took that video from my village over there. I think you can see the communication tower. This is my neighbor's farm. He had started uh, the crop of sugarcane. Also, he has used intercrop, and within the two sections or lines of sugarcane, he has also started to produce wheat, which is very good for his crop. And when I think it was my friend who was passing by, and I think he is going to water his crops today. I'm almost reached towards my farm, And there is another, you can see this farm looks different because the owner of this farm lives far away in the city and he has abandoned his farm. He comes every 1 or 2 years in the village. That's why his farm is not maintained. It's full of weeds, it's overgrown, and it's not good for, or if he thinks he will start to farm again, then he will have a lot of work to prepare the farm, and then only he can start to uh, produce crops in his farm. So this is another farm of my cousin. You guys must be thinking that why do you have so many cousins? Well, it's common in India to have farms. Well, in the past, my forefathers used to have 100 and 200 acres of land, and when uh, as our family grew, the land got divided and divided into multiple children's, and that's why we only have now 10 or 8 acres of land per person, because it was divided as generation passed. This is also my neighbor's farm. He had started to produce sugarcane crop. I think it's been over 2 weeks since he uh, started to plant the sugarcane samplings, and this is why the new shoots have not started growing. So this is the corner. I think it's almost 1 kilometer walk from my home to towards my farm. Okay, I'm almost there. Well, when the disaster took place, I was almost devastated by looking at my crop, looking at my farm, that everything we worked so hard, we also invested so much money into that, but because of one massive flood, all of my crop were destroyed. I got demotivated uh, and didn't have the courage to make videos, but I did also make videos on that to show how difficult it is for Indian farmers. They face so many challenges and still they have to continue growing their crops no matter what happens. Okay, so this farm used to have uh, two crop previous in this field. It was got destroyed by the flood, so we started growing wheat. I think it's almost 2 months since we started to grow wheat in this area. You can see that it had started producing the grains inside. uh, Next week we will do it so that uh, we will water it so that it looks green and healthy. Well, if you are a farmer and when you saw your crop is a lush green, then there is no other satisfaction other than looking at your healthy green crop, which will feed myself, my family, and other farmers. So that's the best part of farming. It gives uh, it may be little, but it gives so much pleasure to oneself after the crop is harvested. So remember the construction tower. This is where I start most of my videos. It's right behind me. If I hadn't started the video from the riverside, the video would have been started. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back at the transmission tower, and let's start the video. So, okay, so this is also another our jowar crop or sorghum bicolor or sorghum bicolor or great millet. It has also started producing grains. When last time I introduced my crops, they were not in the development phase where they start to produce seeds. Okay, here you can see some random crops that have started growing because there was a leak in water supply, and because of the water, various new crops started growing on their own. See how beautiful nature is. It does not need any help. If there's water, a life start to grow. And this is a Bengal gram or chana, you can say. We also planted seeds for this around November, and it's you can see the crop is almost dried. Here you can see the grains are started to mature, and within 2 weeks the crop will be ready to harvest. I will show you how does it looks. So this is when the cover of the grain turns yellow or brown, then you know that it's time to harvest the crop. Then we leave those crops for around 5 to 10 days in the sunshine for them to get dried, so that it will be easy for us to harvest. So, and this is another section of our farm where we have the same crop, sorghum bicolor, great millet or jowar. Okay, now I will show you the last section of our land where we have started to first uproot the crops, and then we will leave them for drying at least 1 week, and then after 1 week we will harvest the crop using a harvester. And you can see this is a mulberry plant which I planted before the flood. It was almost got washed away because of the water currents, but somehow it survived, and I'm trying to keep it alive using the drip irrigation line. And as long as I'm here, I will try to take care of that plant, and hopefully it survives to see another year. And also one of my old friend which was got destroyed by the flood, his roots still remain. I have also made sure that it will regrow again. It will take some time for it to get back into the shape, but eventually it will be back. Okay, now I'm at the end of the property. This is the most affected area of our land because of the flood. I will show you how bad it was because of the flood. Here you can see it's black soil. It is the most common thing you can find in any farm, and this is the most unusual thing that you will find in a farm. Yes, it's river sand, and it's because of the flood. You can see the land is full of sand because of the flood. Well, this is the last piece of land. I'm standing here. The crop is ready to harvest. We will first remove the crop, uproot them, leave them in the sunlight for 1 week, and then after that we will collect it at one place and then harvest it with the help of harvester. Well, that's it for today's video. I gave a long tour from the river to my farm, also introduced my neighbor's farm, and now this is the last land where I end most of my videos, and this will be end to this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.